your message. If it does resonate, please let me know in the comments or like and subscribe. Depending on how this goes, it might end up being a short message or whatnot. Maybe 20 minutes. It depends. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. All right. Let's get to it. We're going to do some oracle cards first for your message. Game over. Is game over and done for somebody here? Done. Okay? Completely done. Promiscuous. Sleeps around. Temptress. Free for all. Steals your man. Then we got knowing. They fucked up. Somebody here fucked up in your energy. And then we got emotional intelligence. You're too intelligent, Capricorn, to know that when you're getting played and when you're not getting played. All right? I feel like you found out that somebody here played on your top. Did something here. And I feel like you already got all the emotions out of you for you not to really be upset over this anymore. Okay? This is somebody here that sleeps around too much. And they know they fucked up. We got knowing here, so they know that they fucked up heavy. All right? This is somebody here that, I don't know. They got too many hoes. Too many of something here. And you found out something here and it's game over. It's done for somebody here. This is somebody you have a toxic relationship with or did have a toxic situation with. We got toxic that came out. Yeah, I feel like this is... Listen, we got Tower at the bottom of this deck already. At the bottom of the deck. That's going to tell you all that we need to know in regards to this message. All right? Somebody created their own tower. That's what I'm getting here. Somebody here created their own tower. Somebody here created their own havoc in regards to what they wanted at the end of the situation. Whether that be you or somebody else here. I'm getting here, it's from both sides possibly. Especially if it's toxic. Everybody can see and know that this is a toxic situation. Oh, I almost called you Sag. You might be dealing with somebody with Sag placements, possibly. Or maybe you have Sag placements. You might. All right, who is this person that is game over? It's done for this person. I feel like, I don't know, I'm getting here that somebody here walked away. We got Judgment here in a reverse. Judgment is the first tarot card. Then we got followed by the Nine of Cups in a reverse. You're done. Judgment is here because Capricorn, you was ignoring your own, you were ignoring the call, the red flags when it came to a certain situation. Yeah, you were ignoring the call. Okay? I feel like with the Judgment also being the reverse, you may feel at this time that you're being punished for something here that is deemed as unfair. But I feel like there's two people here that were extremely toxic. That's what I'm feeling here. There's two people here that were extremely toxic. And it doesn't matter, listen, both sides I'm seeing here is toxic. Okay? It became toxic because two people, not just one. I'm feeling the energy out here. And if it's not your message, if you know that it's one person that was deemed as extremely toxic and fucked up this situation, then this is not your message. This is somebody here that can take accountability for hearing this message, that it's two people. That it's two people here. And I feel like you was ignoring the call when it came to a certain situation here. Okay? You could be overindulgent right now with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Okay? Somebody here is spending, I don't know, maybe you like to go out shopping, or maybe you like to overindulge, but somebody here is doing too much of that, where you're trying to ignore what's really going on in this situation, where you might be spending money going out. Somebody here is going out a lot. Okay, going out a lot, spending money, blowing money in some way, shape, or form. You may have just returned from the beach. Somebody here just went to the beach. Okay, somebody here just came back from the beach. I'm getting here is Myrtle Beach, AC, one of those two. Let me get one more. We got the Four of Wands here. You may feel at this time that you have a lack of support coming from people here that had your back at one time, when at one point in time, people from the past. But Capricorn, what I'm seeing here is that the people that you pushed away from the past, you pushed away on your own to be with this person. That's what I'm feeling here. That you pushed away certain people here, and it just created conflict, because you may have had certain friends or family that was in your corner at one point in time, and this person had family and friends at one point in time that had their back when it came to the both of you. You may have been a couple that everyone knew at one point in time, but I'm getting here that there was so much conflict from your side and that person's side that but you can't blame it on other people, like family members and friends, because you should be able to know when you need to protect a union. This union was not protected from your side or that person's side, and that's the reason why it collapsed I'm getting here there's been issues from the very beginning of this situation. Yeah, with the Four of Wands, a lot of conflict, especially within a home dynamic. So if you do have kids with this person, I feel like there was a lot of conflict, a lot of fighting, unnecessary fighting that was going on within a household that did not need to happen. And it became very toxic to the point where now if you have kids, right, with this person, your kids now, I feel like they've seen so much of this toxic situation that they're now looking at you, judging you of why you put them in a certain situation, or why you're putting up with a certain situation, why you are still with that, if you're still with that parent, why are you putting up with that? They want, like, this is not a situation that's healthy from anybody's side. We got Queen of Cups in the reverse. You may be a feminine that I'm talking to, okay? The Queen of Cups is in the reverse because you may be somebody here that became very codependent on a person, okay? This is codependency. This could be with a substance, or this could be with you feeling safe and secure within a certain person where money is involved. Okay? And no self-love at all. I feel like you gave your self-love away and you completely ignored taking care of yourself because you were making somebody else happy. When you are emotionally intelligent, Capricorn, you are very intelligent to be able to put up with this nonsense. We got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. That's another, you got two major arcanas right now in your read, which is Judgment, and then we got the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody here is now dealing with karma. It's like what you, there's a lot of words being spewed in between arguments, this toxic situation where it was a lot of negative words. And I feel like whoever said the most negative, nasty, disgusting things, that their life is now turning around and it's hitting them like a boomerang effect. With, like, if you wish bad on ill will on somebody, that's now becoming your situation. That's what I'm getting here with the Wheel of Fortune. This shit don't want me talking. Listen, there's a King of Swords here that's in a reverse that's very manipulative, and they're going to be using some type of leverage over somebody's head. Leverage. This is like blackmail that they're able to use over you or somebody else's head. They know something in regards to some type of situation, and I could dig down deeper into this, but unfortunately, Capricorn, my ass got to go to actual work. I might do a second half later, but this is your message here. This may have already been called out or maybe about to be called out. But this is actually confirming one of my messages for Gemini, Taurus, and Capricorn. One of those three, I think is Gemini specifically. There's some type of Taurus and Gemini. There was some type of blackmail that somebody or leverage that somebody has over somebody's head when it comes to money. And somebody had a meeting about this. I don't know if this actually happened, but it has to do with life insurance from outer space. It's given cosmic stardust. They're able to scan, like if this person was not in a meeting with this situation, and they know something due to the fact that this person, they have an ability to be able to body scan, know people's traumas, know a lot of things. This person might be an alien. Yeah, I'm not even joking. This person might be an alien.